I just minutes ago I spoke to the Ministry of Interior and as well as Ministry of Public Health. They confirmed the death of 3 and 24 more have been wounded, but the significance for this attack is that it's very close to the very important road that is an entrance towards the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Vice President's office, as well as the Turkish embassy, Chinese embassy, and the compound for the former president, Hamid Karzai. Also, it's well protected, and there are some on regular basis some military vehicles control the security there. But today, when the protesters were leaving the ground and going home, some of them were among the killed, and while they were passing the road, which was nearby a high school as well, they were affected of this attack, and so far it's not clear how many of them have been killed or wounded, but eyewitnesses said that over a dozen people were laying on the ground, and still the exact figures are not leaked, but we are waiting to see what will be the details for this attack. No one has claimed responsibility so far.
And so it's difficult to determine what the actual target was. It seemed as if those anti-Taliban protests or the high school itself could have been the target, but now you're saying this took place on a road that actually led up to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and that this should have been a highly secure area.
The spokesperson for the Ministry of Interior said that the target was actually one of the ANSF, or Afghan National Security Forces outpost that was there, and it was a suicide attacker who was carrying out a vest and carried out the attack, was wearing a vest, and he was actually, he exploded himself after being recognized by the security forces. This is what the Ministry of Interior spokesperson confirms. So this attack, the significance behind this attack is again the protesters, because the president spoke over the phone to the protesters and made sure that the security in Malistan district of Ghazni, as well as the Jawhari district of Ghazni, is actually underlined, and the palace is working. The ministries of defense and interior are working to send more deployment, and it was strike last night. And also there have been a series of attacks in Farah, Western Farah district, that the deputy head of Provincial Council claiming that some 40 Afghan security forces have been killed or wounded in one of the districts that have been affected by the Taliban. So Taliban actually intensified their attacks across the country. That is showing a failure of the security, and the president himself is actually going through the phone and talking to the protesters or people, and sending his army chief of staff to brief the media, explaining that Afghan special forces have been deployed to Farah, to Ghazni, and to other provinces that are actually been attacked by the Taliban.
Okay, Sultan Faizy, we'll have to leave it there for now.